Hi, my name is Nur Alisa Umairah binti Abdullah. You can call me Alisa.
Hi, my name is Nur Shazlin Batisha Aina Betty Saharuddin and you can call me Shazli.
Hi, my name is Dia Hanina Fisha binti Nasaruddin.
Hello and Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Isha Nashra binti Ishaq.
Question number 1. A company places RM120,000 into a sinking fund to upgrade office equipment. They compare two financial institutions. Bank A offers 5.5% interest per year compounded semi-annually, and Bank B offers 5.3% interest per year compounded monthly. Which bank will give a higher accumulated value at the end of 3 years? Give your reason. This question is based on Chapter 3 Compound Interest. Compound interest computation is based on the principle due to changes in time. The interest computed will convert into principal that increase from time to time. So we're going to use the compound interest formula. S is the accumulated value that we need to find in both questions, equals to P, the original price, times the quantity of 1 plus I, the per interest rate, to the power of n, which is the number of interest period. I equals to K over M. K is the nominal interest rate and M is the frequency based on 1 year period. N equals to MT, where T is the period in a year. Given that the principal is RM120,000 and T is 3 years, interest offers from Bank A is 5.5% compounded semi-annually, which means K equals to 0.055 and M equals to 2. Using the formula, S equals to P, 120,000 times the quantity of 1 plus I, 0.055 divided by 2 to the power of 6. Using the calculator, we will get SA is 141,212 ringgit and 21 cents. Next, using the same method, we're given that interest offer from Bank B is 5.3% compounded monthly, which means K equals to 0.053 and M equals to 12. Using the formula, S equals to P, 120,000 times the quantity of 1 plus 0.053 divided by 12 to the power of 36. Using the calculator, we will get the accumulated value of Bank B, which is 140,631 ringgit and 31 cents. By comparing both of the answer, we know that Bank A will give a higher accumulated value at the end of 3 years than Bank B. It is because the interest rate offers from Bank A, which is 5.5%, is higher than Bank B, 5.3%. As said before, interest computed will convert into principal, whereas the accumulated value at the end of the years is higher.
So the next question is, a young entrepreneur saved RM12,000 for her new project. She wants to invest the money into Bank A that offers 5.1% interest per year, compounded quarterly. After 3 years of investment, she invests the entire amount into Bank B that offers 4.9% interest per year compounded monthly. For question 2A, calculate the amount she invests in Bank B. To find the amount she invests in Bank B, we should find the accumulated amount in Bank A. So the formula that we can use is S is equals to P1 plus I to the power of N, which is P is equals to 12,000, I is equals to K over M, which is 0.051 over 4, and N is equals to MT, which is 4 times 3. So the final answer is RM30,970 and 38 cents. For 2B, calculate the accumulated amount after 6 years of investment period. For the first 3 years, we have calculated in question 2A, which is 30,970.38. So we use it as a new principle to calculate the accumulated amount for the last 3 years, which is P is 30,970.38 and I is equals to K over M, which is 0.045 over 12, and N is equals to MT, which is 12 times 3. So the final answer is 60,177.80. Question to C, comment whether the switching decision gives her more profit. To calculate the profit, we use the formula I is equals to S minus P. So the profit on switching decision is I is equals to 60,177.8 minus 12,000 is equals to 4,177.8. If she stays in Bank A for 6 years, the amount of accumulated is RM60,264.3. The total profit if she stay in Bank A for 6 years is RM60,264.3 minus 12,000 is equal to RM4,264.30. So the switching decision does not give her more profit than she stayed in Bank A for 6 years.
So the next question is number 3. The question is to find the original interest rate. For part A, Mr. Daniel deposit 10,500 and after 5 years, the balance becomes 13,980. Since the interest is compounded semi-annually, the number of compounding periods per year is 2. So the formula that we will use is S equal P 1 plus I root N. Next step, we're going to take the 10 root. And therefore, will be I equal 10 root 13,980 divided 10,500 minus 1. The interest rate per period is then multiplied by 2 to obtain the annual interest rate. Last one, the original interest rate is 5.81% per annum compounded semi-annually. For part B, we're going to find the new interest rate. The bank reduced the interest rate by 0.5% per annum, so the new interest rate is calculated as 5.81% minus 0.5%. Therefore, the new interest rate is 5.31% per annum compounded semi-annually. Part C, we're going to find the account balance after additional 3 years. The balance after 5 years, which is 13,980, becomes the new principal. So the money is then kept for another 3 years with the reduced interest rate, and the compounding remains semi-annually. So we use the compound interest formula, S equal to 13,980, 1 plus 0.0531 divided by 2 and 6 root. After the calculation, the account balance becomes 16,360.17. So the last part, we're going to find the total interest earned for 8 years. Finally, the total interest earned is calculated by subtracting the original principal from the final amount. The formula we use is I equal S minus P. So 16,360.17 minus 10,500. Therefore, the total interest earned for the entire 8 years is 5,860.17.
I will be explaining question 4. For part A, to find the principal loan amount, we take the total price of the land, which is RM 420,000, and subtract the 30,000 down payment Mr. Adam paid upfront. This leaves us with the total loan amount P of RM 390,000. Next, we calculate the monthly repayment using the annuity formula. We divide the annual interest rate of 4.4% by 12 months to get our periodic rate. Over 25 years, there are 300 payments. Then we put this into the formula. R equal to AI divided by 1 minus, open bracket, 1 plus I, close bracket, to the power of minus n. Then we will find that Adam needs to pay RM 2,145.67 cents. For part C, if Mr. Adam misses 3 payments and want to settle everything on the 4th month, we treat this as short-term annuity. We use the future value formula. S equals to R multiply, open bracket, 1 plus I, close bracket, to the power of n minus 1 divided by I, with n equal 4. This accounts for 4 payment plus interest gathered during those months. The total amount due on that 4th month is RM 8,630. For part D, 10 years before the loan mature, Mr. Adam decided to pay off entirely since there are 10 years left that represent 120 remaining payments. We calculate the present value of 120 payment using the formula. We will find the payoff amount is RM 208,034 cents. Finally, part D. Let's look at the total interest paid. First, we find how many regular payments he made. That is, he missed 4 months and the loan was 25 years total but settled 10 years early. First, he paid for 15 years but we subtract that 4 months ended in part C. So 180 minus 4 equals to 176 regular payment. Step 2, total paid equals to 176 multiplied by 2,145.67 cents plus 8,630 from part C plus 208,000.34 cents. Lastly, the interest equals to total paid minus original loan. In this case, the interest paid over the duration is RM 204,268 ringgit and 26 cents. This shows that even with early statement, the cost of borrowing over 15 years is nearly half the original price of the land. So that's all from me.
So for the last question is we need to determine the principal. The original price of the gaming chair is 7,580 and Ryan pays 1,137 upfront. So 7,580 minus 1,137, we got 6,443. So the principal amount financed is 6,443. So we're going to use the loan repayment formula. For the loan payments, we need to use this formula. Next, we need to identify the given information. The interest rate is 5.75% per annum compounded monthly. So the monthly payment is 150.58. And substitute the values into the formula. We also need to substitute the value of I and rearrange the equation. Last one, we need to use logarithm to find the n. Since the variable n is in the exponent, logarithms are used to solve for n. After solving, we obtain the total number of monthly payment. Last one, convert months to years. The value of n is in months. To convert it into years, we divide by 12. So, n, we got 48 months. Therefore, Ryan will need about 4 years to complete the repayment.